Hello students, welcome to the online tutorial for Vidyavan Higher Secondary School. Today my video topic is book exercise solving of class 10 biology. I have done the book exercise solving till the chapter reproduction in organisms. Today I will cover up the MCQs and the short questions, fill in the blanks from the chapters sexual reproduction in flowering plants and growth and development. So let's not waste the time and just start up with the chapter MCQs and everything. So first is that my page number is 112. You please find out the page number for your. So let's get started with the MCQs of the chapter sexual reproduction in flowering plants. First MCQ, unisexual flower is found in cucurbita. Okay, cucurbita is a scientific name, so you have to underline it. So answer is cucurbita. Number 2. After fertilization, ovary is converted into fruit. Ovary is converted into fruit and ovules are converted into seeds. Next is that fill in the blanks. Number 1. China rose is a dash flower. It's a complete flower. Okay. Number 2. Dash is a unisexual flower, cucurbita. It's a scientific name. Always remember this, it's a scientific name, so you have to underline it. So cucurbita is a unisexual flower. Number 3, fruit formation without fertilization is called parthenocarpy. Okay, that means directly from the gametes, the fruit is being formed, and this process is called parthenocarpy. Number 4, megaspore mother cell divides by meiosis. By the meiosis process, megaspore mother cell divides and produces spores. Number 5, seed is formed from the ovules. Okay, seed is, I have told you that ovary will be transformed to fruit and ovules will be transformed to seed. So answer is ovule. Number 6. Dash is formed by the fusion of gametes. What is formed? Obviously zygote. Zygote is the result of the fusion of the gametes. Number 7. After fertilization, the ovary is converted into fruit. Ovary obviously will be converted to fruit and ovules will be converted to seeds. Number 8. Zygote is the product of the union of male and female gamete. Okay, zygote is the result of the union or fusion of the male and female gamete. Okay. Number 9. Double fertilization takes place in angiospermic plants. Okay, double fertilization always takes place in angiosperms. Okay. Number 10. Pollination is the process of transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma. Anther to stigma. Okay, so this is all about the MCQs and fill in the blanks of sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Now we will go to the next chapter of the next chapters MCQs, fill in the blanks and true false. The chapter is growth and development. So let's get started with the next chapter. So let's start with the MCQs portion. Number 1. In a growing plant, the very first phase during the process of growth is cell elongation. Until and unless the cell is not taking part or the cell is not growing, the cell division will not take place. Number 2, growth is primarily affected by 2 climatic factors, which are rainfall and temperature. So rainfall and temperature are the 2 climatic factors that can affect the growth of a plant or the growth of an individual. Okay. Number 3. Which one is the internal factor affecting plant growth? Obviously, as per the options, the third option, that is the enzymes, will be the answer, because other options are all are the external factors. But here the question is required for the internal factors. So enzyme is the only internal factor that can affect the growth of the plant. Number 4. Which one is the external factor for growth? Obviously it will be light, because others are the internal factors. So light is one of the external factor that is essential for the growth. Number 5. Bones of the old person becomes brittle due to the accumulation of calcium. Due to the accumulation of calcium, what happens? The bones of the old persons becomes brittle. Brittle means it can be broken down very easily. That means it can crumble down into water, into powder. Okay. So due to the accumulation of the calcium, these bones of the old persons becomes brittle. Now the MCQ part is done. Now we will go to the fill in the blanks part. Now let's start with the fill in the blanks. Number 1, an increase in dry weight accompanied by an increase in size and volume of the living organism is called anabolism. What is anabolism? Anabolism is a process of the metabolism in which complex substances are formed from the simple substances, and thus what happens? The growth or development takes place. Okay. So that it can, by this process, the individual or the organisms can gain its size, can gain in its volume. Okay. So anabolism, it is a constructive process because it is constructing complex molecules. Okay. Number 2, the capacity to replace damaged or lost parts is termed as regeneration. Regeneration is a process performed by the starfish. They actually regenerate their lost part or damaged part by this process. Okay. Next is that number 3, plants which do not grow without sunlight is called long day plants. Long day plants means, you can understand by the term, long day plants means they require the sunlight for a huge amount. Okay. That means they cannot grow without sunlight and they require it for maximum intensity and maximum time period. Number 4, plants which avoid sunlight are called short day plants. See, no plants can grow without sunlight. Okay, some plants need huge amount of sunlight, whereas some need it for a shorter time period. Those who need it for longer time, they are termed as the long day plants, and those who need it for short time, they are termed as the short day plants. Okay. Number 5, due to growth, dash weight of the body increases, dry weight of the body increases. Number 6, a period showing declination of growth results in growing old is called senescence. Senescence is the phase of old age. Okay. Number 7, aging occurs due to the accumulation of calcium and fatty acids. Okay, calcium and fatty acids within the organs of living organisms. Number 8, the branch of biology concerned with the study of aging is called agrostology. 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 So this was about the fill in the blanks. Now we will go for the true false. So first one is that growth is an increase in dry weight accompanied by an increase in size and volume of the living organism. True. Number 2, the second phase of growth is cell division. It is also growth is cell division. Yes, it is true. Now you will tell me why it is not. Why it is true? Because in the book it is written the first phase is it's given, not written, that first phase is cell division, second is cell enlargement. But always remember this thing, that at first the cell needs to mature, the cell needs to grow, then only it can divide. So cell enlargement, cell elongation should be the first point. Cell division will be the second one, and third one will be cell differentiation. Okay, at first the cell divides, numerous cells will form, then the cells will differentiate. Okay, and get specialized to a particular function. But before cell division, whatever is first required is that the cell must be mature and should attain its development completely in order to divide. Okay, so it is true. Number 3, the capacity to replace damaged or lost parts is termed as regeneration. It is also true. Number 4, the changes in the body or body parts due to aging that lead to a decreasing life expectancy are known as senescence. Yes, true. Number 5, the science which deals with the study of aging is called gerontology. No, it's false, because agrostology is the branch. Number 6, aging does not affect heart and kidney. It is also false, because aging will affect each and every body parts and organs. So by this question, our entire book exercise solving is done. I hope you have followed each and every videos very carefully. So I hope you are not having any such problem. If you do have, then do let me know. Okay. So thank you.